Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Lillian from Kenya to Montana, USA again. And today I want us to talk about childcare in America. I've had so many people ask me in my inbox about childcare, and I thought of let me talk about it here. For the 1 year I've been here and I have small kids. I have a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, and 3 turning 4-year-old. All these kids have just turned their ages. The 10-year-old turned the other month, and then 8-year last month, and 3-year-old is turning 4 years next month on 5th. So I have small kids, I have young kids, and I want to give you my view, my story, how it is like staying here in America as a new immigrant, earning little money and surviving with kids, especially a big family. But it doesn't matter how big your family is. What matters is you have a kid, whether you have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4. But it's just the more you have, the more problems you have. So if you have 1 kid, depends with the age. You have a kid less than 5 years, you got problems. You have just kids below 10 years, you have to be there. There is a lot you need to do, and some you cannot pay to be done like we used to do at home. We could have a domestic manager, DM, taking care of everything and the kids, but here you have to be present in the life of your kids. If you have money, but we are new here, we are struggling to settle in, we are struggling with huge bills, and we don't have a lot of money to take these kids to daycare every day, to school, or to hire a nanny. But one day we will be there. So for now, let's see how we are surviving. For me, I haven't taken my 3-year-old to school yet. She's supposed to go to school, but I'm yet to take her. So she's the one I have. She has to have someone always, and she's always in the house. So we must be having the 2 other kids go to school, but this one will remain in the house. So someone has to be with her every time. We alternate shifts with my husband, who works during daytime, and I work at night. It works, but still it's very heavy. It's difficult. I don't want to lie to you. Childcare is difficult because it's not just staying with the kid in the house. There's a lot of responsibility there. You have to check what they're eating. They're always making the place dirty, a 4-year-old, 6-year-old. So you have to keep on like trying to make the house clean. You have to go and make arrange their clothes, to fold their clothes, and then after 1 hour they go back and do their mess there. You make their beds. There's a lot that goes in here. If you have girls, you have to take care of their hair. So there's a lot, and still you have to go to work. And when you are off duty, your employer expects you to be resting, but then it's even more. You get more tired staying at home than going to work. So it's not easy taking care of kids, but we are not the first ones. We are not the first ones, neither are we going to be the last one. You will not be the first one, and you will not be the last one. People are taking care of their own kids. So you just come in and learn how to. You are not alone. So many people are taking care of their kids. So many people are going through the same issues. It's just we are yet to learn how to maneuver through like swiftly. But you will have, when you come also, the kind of friends you get, they might demoralize you or they might support you. Maybe you have friends who have parents here, and they'll tell you over the weekend, oh, my kids will go to my parents, my kids will spend, and you have to spend with your kids. You don't go for dinners. In your unit, they will make dinners so that you can go as a group, as a unit, to the have some breakfast, but you always rushing home so that you can exchange, get the kids from your husband or your wife. You know, that handing over of kids. You will never go to these dinners and breakfasts that your friends call you for, and they think that you don't like, but it's very difficult. And again, another thing, on the friends you have. You see, when we come here, some people came and they had already roots in America, like their parents were in America, their relatives, their sisters, their brothers, they already they have roots, so it's easy for them. But for you and me, especially those of us who don't have any relatives in this place, you are coming to be the first relative, and it's a huge weight that you have to bear. So you don't have anybody like, oh, next month I will be going to my relative, or you know, you go share with them your issues. And some will, you know, if you have a mother, of course, he knows how it's done here, and she will be directing you on what to do. But you see, now you don't have anybody. You are the first relative, so you have to know who your friend is. Is this someone who is going to motivate or demoralize you? Is this someone who will be telling you always, oh, I have my mom, I have to take my kids, I have to fly my kids to which state so that I can remain in the house and have some peace of mind? Such talks, they just demoralize you. Have people who are hustling together with you. You can get advices from everybody, but remember, that person you keep is the one who is mostly going to direct you. Another thing is, people talked about, in my inbox, I have so many people talking about singlehood. I want you to know that most of the Americans here, most people here, not even Americans alone, people who live in America, most of them are single parents. There's nothing like you are going to stay in a marriage that is not working. So people divorce very fast. People are single and they are taking care of your kids. So when you come, you can look for who is available around you. Make a merry-go-round, so that one person, when he's on off, he takes care of the kids. He picks kids from school and brings them home and takes them to school in the morning. And then the next time, it's just a merry-go-round you make with your friends who are willing to do that. But it's difficult, but people do it. We just have to try things out. Again, we have daycares. They are not that expensive per se. It depends with the states. Like in Montana, one day I brought you here, the charges they were saying for below 5 years, it was $5 per hour. And below 10 years, I think it was $7 per hour. So it's something you can afford. It's something you can afford. It's just because we are trying to buy the basics, you know. We're trying to fit in. The first year, it's hard. It's really hard. But you just need to look on what to spend money where it's really necessary. It's really necessary. But after that, it's just a day at a time, a step at a step, and we will get there. We can even hire a nanny. That is, after this 1 year, you can hire a nanny. It's not that difficult. You will have bought your basics. So that's what I believe in. That's what people tell me, and I believe it's possible. So yeah, you can, after some time, you can have a nanny or continue taking your kids to their daycare. Or it's just like a daycare. There are schools that there are those daycares, let's call them daycares, that pick your child from the school and then they stay with the kid. They have their own school bus, like a minibus that picks kids from a certain school where their kid goes to. That bus will go pick that child from there and take to their center, so that when you come in the evening, maybe you are coming from job at 8 p.m., you'll go to that center and pick your kid. And then in the morning when you are leaving, maybe you are working, you're leaving at 6, you may get from the house 5:30 and take your kid to that center. So that center will drive your kid at 8 a.m. to take them to their school and then pick the kid back. And it's just a little bit expensive because we don't have enough now. But with time, people, that's what they are doing here. That's what other, the owners of the place are doing. So guys, those who've been in my inbox about childcare, it should not give you any stress. Don't get stressed about childcare. People are doing, and people have been doing, and people will continue doing. And you see, we still continue. You look at the kids, they are happy, they are eating, they are sleeping well, they are going to school. That's all. Never give up. Don't give up. Don't feel like it's a huge mountain. It's not. It's just like you will have to strain a little bit. You'll have to just do those jobs like some of us who are not used to. We used to depend most of the time we used to depend on our nannies, So yeah. I think that's all about this. So many people ask about childcare, single parenthood. You see, I've told you it's manageable. You can see me, I'm doing it. And we will, you come, you will find people. You'll find even your fellow Kenyans. You'll find other Africans, even the Americans. You just mingle and make groups and help each other. The best thing is to help each other. I hope you go to a place where people are friendly. Some people are really, it's hard to work with some people, but anyway, you have to. However much you refuse working with somebody, there are things that if you don't want to work with me, there is a time that will come that I will be the only person at that point to help you. So unarudisha kiburi chini, work with each other. So guys, see you in my next video. This is Lillian. Keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.